This edition of MacVoices is sponsored by Smile, the makers of PDF Pen, PDF Pen Pro, PDF Pen for iPhone, PDF Pen for iPad, PDF Pen Scan Plus for iPhone and iPad, Text Expander Touch, and Disk Label. Find out more about all their great products at smilesoftware.com. MacVoices is in San Francisco for Macworld iWorld 2014. Folks, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is Betty from Ergotron. She's going to talk about this very interesting standing desk that is not completely a standing desk.
Exactly.
Betty, it's great to see you.
Nice to see you.
So tell us about, I don't even know how to describe it. I guess it's an adaptable standing desk?
Yes, so actually it's a WorkFit is the brand name. We actually, what it does is it provides you the ability to very easily move from a sitting to a standing position. The nice thing about it is it will allow you to adapt to an existing infrastructure. So unlike a standing desk where you might have to get rid of furniture, what this will do is with a very simple and easy clamping mechanism, allow you to enhance your existing work area to provide for maximum mobility and ability to kind of stand on demand, right?
And I had my hands on it earlier, and it's just as easy as you're doing it. You take that piece, you lift it, it comes up, it stays.
Exactly. So what we do is we give you a number of adjustment points so that once you configure, individualize the unit for your purposes, what you're going to do is either add or take tension out so that you can make sure that when you're using, may I step in the front?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So one thing that you want to make sure is that when you're standing and you're typing, you don't want the device to unintentionally go down. So it's a very simple and easy way to manipulate and set the tension of the unit. And so it's an individualized utilization, but anyone can do it.
The tension is a concern because, I'd be worried. First of all, I've got an iMac on here, so I don't want it going anywhere that it shouldn't go. So how many movements can I expect to get out of this before it needs work or refurbished or whatever?
Right. Great question. So Ergotron has actually been in business for over 30 years. And so what we've done is we actually have a patented technology that we call constant force. So unlike other devices that may have a gas spring, kind of like on an old hatchback, right? Sooner or later it's going to gonk you on the head.
Or cheap office chairs.
Okay. The nice thing about this is once you set the tension, it's a cam and lift technology. So once you set the tension, you're not going to ever have to adjust it again. Unless you change the application, if you put a larger or a smaller unit on. But functionally, once it's set, you're good to go.
How about the weight capacity of this? You have a full-size iMac on it right now. How much more can I put on it?
Yep, so this device is maxed out at about 30 pounds.
And the clamping mechanism, because right now, this is obviously there's a cloth over this, but we're talking about just pretty much any normal desk would handle this?
Any normal desk, and actually if I can move this around so that we can see in the back, it's clamped onto something just as simple as this table here, okay? So you've got a lot of different variability in terms of the width of the table that you can connect it to. The other thing about the WorkFit here made for Apple is you can clamp this device either on the side of the desk or on the back of the desk. So you've got a maximum reach when the unit is fully extended here. You have a maximum reach of about 30 inches. From start to back of the desk.
How are you?
And so you may want to, if you've got a much larger desk, you may want to actually clamp it on the side.
So you've just done about 25 configurations here while we were talking about it, from one side to the other, rotated it. And it's so easy to use. It's one of the first things I've seen that is not going to cost me a small fortune, I don't believe, and yet would give me the standing desk option.
Absolutely. So one of the things that has been always a part of the Ergotron culture is we're trying very hard to make this kind of capability available to the general public. And so we look at mass distribution and we try and size it from both functionality, features, and cost. We'd much rather bring an available cost to the market so that you don't have to give something else up in order to be more fit and more well.
And to be clear, I know something we talked about earlier, this is not for a glass desk.
Not for a glass desk. That's the only place that you might have a little trouble.
I wouldn't want to do that anyway. The pricing on this?
So the pricing, this device is list price at $649. Ergotron does not sell direct to the public. We sell through standard IT computer resellers, office furniture resellers. We sell through our major office dealers like an Office Max or an Office Depot, a CDW, and this product is actually also available on apple.com.
Perfect. So let's see, what haven't I asked? I can't think of anything else. But the pricing you gave us and all, this is for the entire unit, everything we see here.
Except for the iMac.
Except for the iMac, yeah. All right, I set myself up for that. Thank you very much. The website where folks can go to learn more.
Yes, www.ergotron.com.
Betty, thank you so much for the time.
All right, it was nice meeting you. Thanks for your time.
Folks, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices. I think we're a little punchy here at this point.
You know, it's been a long show.
It has, but it's been a great show. Until the next time, thanks for watching.
Bye.
Camera work by John Zakowski of Azimuth Productions Video San Francisco at videosanfrancisco.com. Visit MacVoices.com for links, show notes, to subscribe, to connect with Chuck on Twitter, app.net, Google+, and Facebook. Subscribe to our weekly newsletter, the MacVoices Dispatch, to stay up to date with all the latest MacVoices news from our front page or at macvoices.com/newsletter. Advertising and sponsorships handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com.